Comfort feels good. Warm bed. Easy excuses. One more episode. I'll start tomorrow. Comfort whispers softly. Relax. You deserve a break. It's not that serious. And you listen. Because comfort is easy. Consistency? Consistency is boring. It's repetitive. It's quiet. It doesn't trend. It doesn't go viral. It doesn't feel heroic. But it wins. Every single time. You don't fail because you're incapable. You fail because you choose comfort too often. You choose the snooze button over discipline. You choose distraction over development. You choose short-term relief over long-term results. And every small choice compounds. A man doesn't wake up one day out of shape. He slowly chose comfort. He doesn't suddenly fall behind in life. He slowly chose comfort. He didn't lose the fire overnight. He just stopped feeding it consistently. Comfort is a slow poison. It doesn't destroy you instantly. It weakens you gradually. Consistency is a slow builder. It doesn't transform you instantly. It strengthens you daily. Look at a bricklayer. He lays one brick, then another, then another. At the end of the day, it doesn't look impressive. But months later, a building stands. Strong, solid, unshakable. That's consistency. You want the building, but you hate laying bricks. You want the result, but you resist the repetition. You want respect, but you avoid the routine that earns it. A lion doesn't hunt once and retire. He hunts repeatedly. He sharpens skill daily. He survives because of consistency. Your body changes because of consistency. Your bank account grows because of consistency. Your confidence builds because of consistency. Not intensity. Not bursts of motivation. Consistency. Motivation is emotional. Consistency is structural. Motivation fades. Structure stays. You don't need to feel like it. You need to do it. Again. And again. And again. Even when it's boring. Especially when it's boring. Because boredom is the test. Anyone can work hard when they're inspired. Few can work hard when it's routine. That's where separation happens. Comfort says, skip today. Consistency says, show up. Comfort says, you've done enough. Consistency says, do what you said you would. Comfort says, it's fine. Consistency says, raise the standard. And your life reflects which voice you obey. You think successful people feel driven every day? No. They built systems. Morning routines. Training schedules. Non-negotiables. They eliminated decision fatigue. They removed the option to quit daily. That's power. When you remove comfort as an option, progress becomes inevitable. There will be days you're tired. Days you're frustrated. Days you doubt the process. Good. Consistency doesn't require perfection. It requires presence. Show up at 70% if that's what you have. But show up. Because missing once makes it easier to miss twice. And missing twice builds a pattern. Patterns build identity. Identity builds destiny. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. So build strong ones. Not glamorous ones. Not extreme ones. Sustainable ones. You don't need a 10-hour grind session. You need focused hours daily. You don't need a perfect diet. You need disciplined choices consistently. You don't need a sudden breakthrough. You need steady execution. Think of water dripping on stone. One drop? Nothing. 1,000 drops? Still nothing. But millions of drops over time? It shapes rock. Consistency shapes you the same way. You might not see results this week, maybe not this month, but keep going, because momentum builds quietly. The man who trains daily doesn't notice change immediately. Then one day, he looks in the mirror and sees strength. The entrepreneur who works daily doesn't see growth instantly. Then one day, the opportunity arrives, because he was ready. Consistency prepares you for moments you can't predict. Comfort prepares you for regret. Choose your preparation. Comfort is addictive. The more you give in, the more you crave it. Consistency is empowering. The more you practice it, the stronger you feel. You gain self-respect. You trust yourself, because you do what you say. And self-trust is priceless. When you know you won't quit, your confidence skyrockets. Not fake confidence. Earned confidence. The kind built from proof. Proof that you didn't fold. Proof that you showed up. Proof that you didn't let comfort win. Every time you choose consistency, you vote for the future you. Every time you choose comfort, you vote against him. Which version are you feeding? The weak one? Or the disciplined one? This isn't about extremes. It's about standards. Standards that say, I train, I execute, I follow through, no matter how I feel. Feelings are temporary. Standards are permanent. The storm will come. Life will get heavy. But if you build consistency, you won't collapse. Because routine becomes your anchor. You don't think, you act. And that's strength. So when you wake up tomorrow, don't ask how you feel. Ask what needs to be done. Then do it. Lay the brick. Take the rep. Make the call. Write the page. Save the money. Repeat. Day after day. Until the life you wanted becomes the life you built. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I choose consistency over comfort, so that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will build discipline daily while others choose the easy path.